The face of rural America is serene and vast. Contoured fields stretch out to meet the sky, and waving grain whispers hope and abundance over the land. It's a changing face, of course, in today's world, and rural life is changing. Despite this, rural America, especially our farm youth, still symbolizes many of our basic democratic truths. The right to meet and worship as we please, the right of free speech, the right to organize and work together through our farm organizations and farm cooperatives. To help these young people take their place in a changing world, the Farmers Union of North and South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Montana sponsors summer camps for all ages. Here, our farmers of tomorrow prepare themselves for the big challenge ahead.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Lake Tobias in North Dakota is the setting for a Farmers Union junior camp, typical of 4 statewide junior camps throughout North Dakota, ages 14 to 21. And what a pleasant change of scenery for landlocked young farmers. Here the youngsters soon learn that although camp is educational and a place to learn more about their Farmers Union organization, camp is also a place to have fun. For safety's sake, swimming is carried out under the watchful eye of the instructor and with a buddy. And for both boys and girls, volleyball is a lot of fun. Camp is educational too. In the words of Farmers Union leader Snorri Torfinson,
some of you may wonder just what connection there is between a camp like this one you have here and a cooperative like the one I work for, GTA. Well, a lot of the funds that make Farmers Union camps and educational work possible come from the earnings of cooperatives like GTA and Central Exchange. And more important, you fellows are the ones that we depend on to carry on the work of GTA and Central Exchange in the years that lie ahead. And it's very important that young men like yourselves have a clear understanding of cooperatives so that you can make good leaders. It takes faith to build any kind of a cooperative, whether it's a local elevator, oil station, or creamery. And it takes patronage to make that faith bear fruit. It's an interesting thing to notice that with every cooperative, the reason for organization has been based on a certain need. It was the same with GTA. Farmers felt the need of a farmers marketing organization, and they had faith in themselves and faith in their neighbors. Then they backed this faith with patronage. And the result is the organization we have today with a net worth of over $50 million, although it started just 24 years ago with $30,000 of borrowed money. That means that every dollar that was borrowed in 1938 has increased 1,650-fold in the 24 years. Do you see why I say that faith and patronage are the two strongest powers that any farmer ever possesses?
Afterwards, everyone files into the main hall for a discussion period on just what Farmers Union cooperatives mean to their farm business and hometowns. In Montana, located in the majestic Highwood Mountains, 35 miles from Great Falls, there's another Farmers Union junior camp. The Montana campsite is rugged and beautiful, with accommodations that blend right into the landscape. The girls' dorm is neat and attractive, obviously suiting them to a T. For recreation, there's always volleyball, and of course, enjoying the great outdoors. Much of this Montana camp was built by Farmers Union members themselves. They got together with their tractors, working as they would for a barn-raising bee. Everybody pitched in, including Montana Farmers Union Vice President Gordon Tweet, who you see here pouring cement. With this united effort, the camp took shape fast, thanks to the willing labors of the Montana Farmers Union men. Today, the Montana camp has regular summer sessions, girls are taught handicraft, and boys carry on improvement projects for the camp itself and even split firewood. And all these young Montana farmers agree it's a great vacation at camp. In Wisconsin, a 60-acre Farmers Union camp is located near Chippewa Falls. In Minnesota, some Farmers Union camps use state park facilities located at Whitewater, Shattuck, and Sibley State Parks. Younger farm boys and girls attend this camp in Polk County. Arrival at any one of the camps is always exciting. These Minnesota Junior Reserves are ages 6 to 14. A warm welcome from a camp director greets the youngsters as they dash off to explore. For children of this age group, special circle games are planned. And for some, nothing's more exciting than riding the bucking bronco. Then there are quieter moments when the youngsters hear talks about their future in farming and the history of the Farmers Union. Here, Ed Christensen, president of the Minnesota Farmers Union, tells youngsters about the work of their state organization, the reasons why their parents belong to the Farmers Union. There are other interesting things to learn, too. For instance, how a co-op store is run. Time out for a swim. And at last, the call for chow. Mealtime is mighty important when you have a growing appetite. And that delicious camp food really hits the spot at any Farmers Union camp. In South Dakota, the Farmers Union Junior Camp is located in the majestic surroundings of the Black Hills. A wonderful place to vacation. camp bell announces time to assemble for class. These farm youngsters are teenagers, ready for a week of making new friends and sharing new experiences. Many of the classes are held outside in the pleasant mountain air of the Black Hills. Gathering from all parts of the camp, boys and girls, after some light-hearted banter, hear talks on more serious subjects, such as the Food for Peace plan and how American farmers can make the big difference in a hungry world. There are classes held inside, too. Handicraft, for instance. While boys learn leathercraft and wood-burning designs, girls are taught how to make artificial flowers and pretty baskets. And both learn how to fashion decorative and useful hobby items. Using the faithful mimeograph machine, boys and girls write, edit, and produce a camp newspaper. One of the highlights of the week in the South Dakota Farmers Union Junior Camp is a trip to Mount Rushmore. And for these young farm leaders of tomorrow, it's an awe-inspiring sight. Then back to camp, where the group is treated to a picnic at the brook. Evenings are spent in a variety of ways, enjoying stage shows, for instance, put on by the campers themselves. Undiscovered talent is discovered, and what a ball for everyone. There's even a United Nations night. It's all good training for these farm leaders of tomorrow, and loads of fun. Finally, there's the quiet time of day, leaving only the melodic sounds of a strumming guitar. It's a time to dream, a time to remember all the good times at Farmers Union Camp. Yes, summer camp is indeed an unforgettable time for these Farmers Union youngsters. Here in summer camp, the fundamentals of our American heritage are brought home to them once again. And in our world upset by uncertainty and strife, the basic American faith that these rural youngsters represent is our greatest hope for the future.